Hi there, Capricorn. How are you guys doing? I really hope that this reading finds you well. Welcome to your March 2019 reading. Back with me again, Anisa from the Inner Stereo. So if you're new to my channel, this is going to be a relationship spread, meaning that you could always apply this with anyone in your life. It can be with your boyfriend, wow, girlfriend, husband, wife, exes, crushes, fiance, family members, anyone. I'm basically just going to be picking up your relationship energy in general, all right? And don't forget to also check your sun, moon, or Venus sign. What's happening? Because for me personally, I realize that with my readings, I resonate much more with my Venus sign rather than my sun sign. But probably because my Venus in 7th house, I don't really know. But you might want to check that one out, all right? But if it doesn't resonate, then it just doesn't resonate, all right? There's so many amazing, talented tarot readers out there for you to just click and watch. Wow, your past energy was rough. Quite rough. Okay, so let's get into your readings. You have I usually pull 3 cards for the overall energy, but then you have 4 cards that popped out. You have the 4 of Swords, 8 of Cups, and then you have the 4 of Pentacles in reverse, and then you have the Justice card, but it's also in reverse position. You were kind of like mourning over somebody distancing themselves away from you, or you were mourning over the loss of someone, so this person kind of like walking away because they think they don't feel emotional contentment, and then you, because it's been stressing you out here in the past, you chose to, you know what, I think I need to do this, because me anxiously obsessing over that person, as you can see this person does right over here, is not helping my spiritual growth or your growth in general. You've been in a stagnant mode. You wanted to accelerate your life, therefore you felt like, you know what, I'm not going to be obsessing over that energy any longer. If it's mine, it's going to come back to mine. If it's not mine, then of course, I'm going to let it go. Exactly what you're trying to do, although it pains you, because it has been your comfort zone for quite a while. It has been something that you felt very familiar to, and it's sad empty to let it go, but you felt like you needed to, because it's been, causing you like a lot of stress in the past. I haven't pulled the present card. So what's challenging this relationship? You have the 5 of Pentacles, and you also have the Hanged Man. So somebody in this relationship has the inability to look from that other person's perspective. Usually though, this person always do this, but never do this. But remember, when you point the finger, you have 3 more fingers pointing back at you. They don't really want to be a villain. You know what I mean? So yeah, especially here, they have the 7 of Wands and also the 5 of Wands, meaning that they were kind of like taking shelters away from you because they have a point that they want to make here. With the 5, it's such a disruptive energy towards something stable that you had before. It was actually not just, they didn't really destroy 4. They disrupt the 10, because right next to it, you have 10. So there were emotional collective happiness in the past. There were emotional security happening in the past, but I think they wanted to have a point to make. They're pretty masculine and aggressive in their way of, showing what they want out of you. And this could be because you have the 7 of Wands here, which is kind of like sheltering away. It could be a direct type of approach, or it could be indirect. So direct approach meaning that, no, I'm not, it's like giving ultimatum. No, I'm not going to giving it this time because I want this. That's direct. But indirect, it's much more of, like passive aggressive, try to give like a subliminal hint and jab here and there, wanting you to read their minds and stuff like that. Second challenge, you also have the Hangman. So the Hangman talks about the past disappointment that is so hard to get over with. Okay. Hangman also talks about the period of waiting and tired of waiting. What kind of English is that? I mean the period of tired of waiting. In the past, you were, this person was really sure about them wanting to distance themselves away from you, and then wanting to disrupt again, as I thought, the 10 of Pentacles. You guys were much more of a 2 of Pentacles. You wanted to compromise. You're just like, look, okay, you know what? Let's not be too emotional about it. Let's not discuss something that is too heavy. Let's just have a lighthearted and carefree type of talk. Let's just spend our time together, and stuff like that, because you feel very familiar with this. It's really hard for you to let go And by them being super duper stubborn about it, just creates like a lot of stress inside of your head and your past. Now they have the Wheel of the Year in reverse, in a way that their life is pretty hectic at this very moment, and events, circumstances, situations, and they know this themselves, is not really helping this relationship to grow. It could be that they're so busy, or you guys are so busy. It could be a long distance type of relationship. It could be that they have like a deadline that they need to fulfill, or they have another important things that is a very, very emergency for them to attend to. So it also adds to the problem. You still love them and you still feel collectively happy with them. Know what I mean? But this person is not really in the great mental state. Something in their life is not going in the way that they wanted it to be. Therefore, it's causing them a lot of stress as well. They're having pretty much of a hardship in their life. Usually when people are, I'm not going to say depressed, but in panic mode like this, because Nine of Swords, I mean, sometimes people get depressed, or Nine of Swords, sometimes people get panic or anxious about something. When people are like this, usually they either ask for help or they push people away. Because like, look, no, I want to deal with this myself. I have to deal with this. And if you love me, you'd stick with me. Queen of Swords in reverse. Emotionally shutting off. Emotionally very, very cool. You still have faith. Lover's card. You still love them. Although you guys are feeling like right now you're at a crossroad, whether you still want to help this person or you want out. But this relationship, you almost felt like a family, you know what I mean? And especially if you guys knew or know that this person is going through a hardship, it makes you feel much more bad about them, you know? It makes you feel guilty, like, no, I shouldn't be leaving this relationship because I have to stick through, you know, something like that. Let's see what's going on in and out. In the future, I mean. Seven of Pentacles in reverse. You know what? For some Capricorns out there, I feel like, for a few Capricorns out there, I feel like you have an ex who is jealous and regret the fact that they left you in the past, and to see you happy. If you're dealing with two people, I mean, to see you happy with somebody else, they're pretty jealous, and they don't say it in front of you, but on the back seat, on the background, oh, so many things going on in their head, especially when it's late at night and they have nothing to do and they stalk social media and stuff like that. Yeah. Same with those Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Seguimos que apa. Okay, so what's going on in the future? You have the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, Princess of Swords, Hierophant, Knight of Pentacles, Judgment card in reverse. This person wants help. This person wants attention. What they were doing in the past was a cry of help. What was a cry of attention? And then now they're just furious or anxious with the fact that you still don't get what they want. You know what I mean? And in the future, it's like they're losing their patience. Like, why can't people just come straight? You know what I mean? Like, why can't people just have like a direct, clear, blunt type of communications? Like, look, I want you to be like this. because they're going to lose their patience, and then they would stalk you, find out what's going on with you. Probably to few Capricorns out there, they would want to make a big deal of something that they just find out, because again, as I said, it was a cry for attention. You have the Nine of Pentacles, so if you're only dealing with one person, you always have that unwavering devotions and loyalty that you felt towards them. You know what I mean? You still very much engulf in this type of, somehow you've always feel committed with this person. You always feel like, you know what, like here we are. You know, this is the bond that we have and stuff like that. So if actually they are pretty blunt and expressive about what is it that they want out of you, you'd be happy to fulfill it. You'd be happy to help. So to few Capricorns out there, they're going to find something through their stalking research and make a big deal out of nothing. And then you'd, of course, be like, what? No. You know what I mean? Because you have judgment kind of reverse. So you're like, no, don't judge me. Like, no, that was not happening. Like, why are you doing this? It was actually their cry for help, their cry for attentions. Okay. If, I mean, you're the bigger person in here, if you could actually, like, when they're like that and you, if you took this to a friendship route first rather than heavy talk, I think it could be worked out, because this person still cares, but they just have problem of expressing themselves, you know? I mean, if you want to. So what happens if you guys are dealing with two people? This reading is so much focused on the person from your past that your person in the now is not even showing it here. You know what I mean? It's so odd because you guys are so focused on that person. This reading is so focused on the person from your past. Floating. Good. Oh, beautiful. I mean, if you're dealing with two people, the person's in the past is still going to stalk you. And right now they are still very much like, they know that you are with somebody else. They know that you guys are happy with somebody else. And they are rumbling on the inside. And in the future, they're going to be stalking the hell out of you and stalking the hell out of your partner as well. How this person or the newer person feels about you. You have the Wheel of the Year and also the Ten of Pentacles. So in terms of, you know, how situations, circumstances, events shapes this relationship, it's actually pretty helping. And this person is on the same page as you. I mean, you felt the collective happiness. They felt emotionally secure and good with you. So it's a beautiful thing. But just so you know that you still have a stalker, which is your past person, okay? All right then, so I think that's it for my reading for you, Capricorn. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys this week actually for your bi-weekly reading. Bye-bye, I love you.